Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're doing really well. If you're new here, I'm Kate, and on my blog and here on YouTube, I share about family, travel, and outdoor adventure. Now, for the past couple days, we've been sharing our Christmas adventures, so head back a couple videos. If you would like to catch up, we shared some downtown Seattle shopping and some Christmas happenings, holiday happenings downtown. And then yesterday we shared our search for a Christmas tree, so you can find out what kind of Christmas tree we got for this year. And today I have a couple of things to share with you. Yesterday we had a Christmas baking adventure. Wasn't sure if it was going to go well or not. I took a little bit of a chance with this recipe and the recipe turned out really well. So let's go to that right now. We have an adventure in the kitchen today. I wanted to share it because we've shared a couple times over the years about our kiwi tree that we have in the backyard, and I will link a couple of videos below about our kiwi harvest every fall. But we've never really shared what we do with the kiwis. So one of the things that I love to do is make kiwi muffins, and today we have a little bit of a different spin on the normal kiwi muffins that I make. So normally I make them with chocolate chips. This time I decided to put a little Christmas spirit into the recipe, and I added pomegranates. Now Georgia and I are just mixing up the batter, and we're using the basic recipe that has the chocolate chips, but we're replacing the chocolate chips with pomegranates. So I don't know how this will turn out. We're hoping that it will turn out well. We will let you know. So this is the basic recipe that I use that I got from a New Zealand website, and it's as kiwi as a kiwi muffin can get, and it's New Zealand's favorite recipe. And here's how our batter is looking. I'm hoping that these become a little bit of a tradition. The kiwis being green, it's something that we harvest every year, and then the pomegranates being red. They would really make for a fun Christmas time treat. And I would love to know if you would leave a comment. What are you doing? Are you eating all the kiwis? And if you'd leave a comment below and let us know what your favorite thing to bake, what your baking traditions are in December. Putting them in the oven. I really hope that these turn out. They smell really good. Hey Bergen, you want a muffin? Yeah! Guess what? We have good news. They look like muffins. It's not a complete fail now.
They're small.
They look nice, right? That looks like a muffin.
Yeah.
But we don't know
If they're not good.
if they taste good. If
They do
they
have
taste
sugar.
good. Here's the moment of truth.
Cooked pomegranates are really good.
What do you think, Georgia?
Good.
Okay, so we're back, and I think I mentioned this while we were baking, but please share with us your favorite things to bake in December. And if you're not much of a baker or chef, then just share with us what kind of baked items that you like to eat in December. And we would especially love some of your Christmas cookie ideas, because I've got a cookie exchange coming up and I'm ready for a new idea for that. I've done the same type of cookie for the last, I think, 3 years, where I do a cookie exchange with friends, and I'm just ready to switch it up. So today I wanted to share a little bit of what we do with our advent calendar. So if you follow along with us, you know that we are quite active. So in true form, we have an activity advent calendar. Now we have some other advent calendars that I'll share with you, but kind of our main, like, big exciting advent calendar is an activity advent calendar. So it is my way of planning out the month of December and making sure that my family gets to all the fun happenings of December and the holiday season, and it helps us make sure that we don't overload ourselves too much on one particular day or one particular weekend, and it also helps us to not forget some of the things that really make December and the Christmas season special. All right, so let's just get to it, and I will show you our activity advent calendar. My awesome mother-in-law and husband actually found this. I think it was at the Value Village, so it's not a family heirloom. room or anything. And it just has these little doors that open up. So it has one door for all the days leading up to Christmas. And so every day in December, the kids come here and they open up a little door and there'll be a note inside and it will tell them what their special activity is for that day. Now, sometimes it's super simple and easy, and sometimes it's a little bit more elaborate. Sometimes it's going off on an adventure, and sometimes it's just staying in and doing something as a family or doing some sort of craft. Sometimes we get in the car to go and do it. Sometimes we leave our house and go from there. So it just depends on the day and what's happening. Georgia, are you ready to open December 2nd? Okay. Can you find the 2? There it is. Let's see what it says. We'll read it to you. I've been writing in cursive for Bergen because he's been learning how to write in cursive, and one of the things is to be able to read in cursive. It says Christmas Light Walk. What do you think?
Good.
So all a Christmas light walk is heading out the door when it's preferably and when it's dark, and enjoying all the Christmas lights that our neighbors have put up. We are gonna head out the door right now. We're gonna head to the park, and then when it's dark, we are gonna go and see some Christmas lights. Hey there, so we're obviously back. Actually, it's the next day, but I wanted to wrap up and share some of the other Advent activities that we put in our activity Advent calendar, just to give you an idea of the types of activities that we put in there. Here are some of the things that we put in our activity Advent calendar. Decorate the tree, make cookies, put up holiday lights, go animal tracking, go on a geocache hike, donate toys, donate books, donate food, write notes to our mail carriers, read Christmas books, watch a Christmas movie with popcorn and hot chocolate, and then other things like going to local events. So here in Seattle, there is a special little, it's not even a neighborhood, it's just one little cul-de-sac that's called Candy Cane Lane, and they just go all out, and all the houses are decorated. And I'm not sure how it will look this year with the pandemic happening, but it's usually something that people do right in their cars. So we are hopeful that that's still going on. So we put on there things like going and seeing Santa. Georgia's birthday is on the 14th, so we just include her birthday in the Advent activity. Other things that we usually do, or all of us sit down and make snowflakes and we hang them in the window. We go on a winter scavenger hunt. That's something that's on my blog that I'll link below. Another outside activity is going to conifer cone search. So we go off and search for as many different conifer cones. So that's the pine cones, evergreen cones, and do some comparing. And then sometimes we use those to make bird feeders. So I hope that gives you an idea of what our activity Advent calendar is all about. And while we're at it, I wanted to share 2 more resources with you. So both of these I actually just found this year. This one is from a site called 1000 Hours Outside, and it's an activity Advent, and these are meant to be cut out and then added to whatever your Advent calendar might look like. So with us, obviously we could put them in the doors. I know other people have like little slots where you can tuck the activity into the slot, or you could make, one year we made a paper chain So maybe you could tape this on like a paper chain, but these are all focused on getting outside. So lots of hike ideas. A lot of these involve snow though, so it's more for locations where you already have a lot of snow, which is not us. We can drive about an hour to get to snow, but so go on a 1 mile hike, a lantern hike, a hot cocoa hike, a popcorn hike, a hike with friends. So just lots of different ways to get outside, but kind of switch it up. A winter bonfire, make a nature ornament, search for animal tracks is on there too. I thought that was fun because that's something we do as well. Cook an outdoor meal, winter tea party, ice ornaments, make and hang bird feeders. So I wanted to share that resource. This is free and I'll link it below. If you go to 1000hoursoutside.com though, it should pop up, or just search 1000 hours outside Advent. And then the other one has a different kind of a focus, and this is from the YouTube channel called Summers in Alaska, and their Advent is random acts of Christmas kindness. So every day in December up until Christmas, they have suggested a random act of kindness for you to do with your family. Leave a happy note for someone to find, donate to a diaper drive or a pregnancy center, make cookies and treats for a neighbor. And so this is in calendar form. I suppose you could cut them out and then stick them in your Advent calendar. You could do this in addition to the activities. I really like this calendar because I've gotten a lot of ideas on teaching our kids to give back and teaching our kids that the season is about giving rather than receiving. So I love having all of these unique and different ideas, and there are a lot of things on here that are completely free. So just because you are doing random acts of kindness doesn't mean that you are spending a bunch of money. It's just taking a little bit of time out of your day to brighten someone else's. So thanks so much for joining us in our Advent adventure. I would love to know what kind of Advent calendars you have, what kind of things that you do in December. Make sure to leave a comment and share below if you have some sort of Advent activity calendar, or what is your way of counting down to Christmas. And in the meantime, we hope you're staying happy and healthy, and we hope you are getting out and having some brave, wild adventures, and we'll see you next time.